What's up, guys? My name is Adriel Rivera, and I make music in my shed. With me today is somebody else who also makes music in my shed. World record holder for most hot dogs swallowed within 1 minute. Tegan James Pres Washington, as well as he's a rapper too.
See, this isn't fair because I can't even do a motion to you know what I mean? I'm just, yeah, that's me, I guess. just guzzling glizzies or something.
Crazy.
Don't clip that.
So,
Please don't clip that. I'm fighting for my life.
Today we're going over my song Pawn. This is a song I released back in, when was this? Sometime in 2022. I don't even remember the date. September 2022, I think it was. And this song was suggested to do by Sarah Lee. Longtime fan, Sarah Lee, thank you for suggesting the song. And here we are. We're doing Pawn for you. What did you think of the song? Is it a good song?
Pawn's a vibe. The video, I like the video. The video's a vibe.
The video, yeah. No, it's a fun video for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this song is one that is another one of those songs that I created and then just sat on for a while. I actually started this probably November, December 2021. December 2021, I think, was around the time. And then I finally actually released it September 2022. And if you want to know the reason why, it's because I needed a song for that month and I didn't have a song. This is before the realization that when you have songs ahead of time, it makes life so much easier.
Yep.
So I didn't have a song for September 2022, and I was like, I gotta make something quick. And this song was already pretty fleshed out. I just didn't finish it, so I'm like, all right, we're gonna finish Pawn. Biggest reason is because actually we'll go into it a little bit more once we listen to the song. But besides that, before we get into it, how are you, bro?
How am I?
How are you on this fine afternoon?
I'm good, man. Living life, just making music in your shed and trying to get further, you know?
Yep, exactly.
How are you?
I'm great. Just making music in my shed, bro. And making podcasts in my shed and content.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot happens in this shed.
A lot does happen in the shed. It really does. A lot does.
A lot.
But we that's why we got it. That's why we got it.
Yeah, it's just not like this. This is so cool.
Thank you.
This is so cool. I remember when you were telling me that you were gonna do the shed thing, and I was like, I mean, okay, it's probably not gonna be that, cool. To be honest, I was like, this is probably just a little room, blah blah blah. This is huge. It's finished. It looks nice.
Thank you.
You got a lot of space in here to keep all your stuff, put all your creativity in this little space. And yeah.
It's just a room.
It's just a room.
It's just a room, quote unquote. But having just a dedicated space to do stuff makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know, but I'm in here. You're in here. We're in here. You're in here now, in my shed, making music with me.
Yep. Yeah. This is the best of both worlds because it's separate from you just being in your room, but it's also extremely close to where if you are just in your room and you're I want to make a song right now, you just walk out and go to the shed and here we are.
On God.
Yeah. Cool spot.
I love the spot. Let's listen to Pawn, guys. This is Pawn.
I thought I knew you, but after months that's not true. Cause you said that we're through, but now you text I miss you. Just take a step in my shoes. It's not my fault you're confused, so don't blame me like it's Clue. I care, but I don't wanna play your game tonight. You treat me like a pawn when I act as your knight, and leave me on the board when you're bored. Am I right? Don't tell me that you love me. The queen just needs an army, so I don't wanna play your game tonight. You treat me like a pawn when I act as your knight, and leave me on the board when you're bored. Am I right? Don't tell me that you love me. 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 I take 2 steps and 1 back every time I get on track.
that is Pawn in its entirety. So
Wow.
this song is definitely a good one. I knew when I made it was a good one, but I just sat on it for a long time. So far, dude, how many streams does this song have? I think it has like 30,000. I think it just hit 30,000. Dub for sure. I mean, yeah, no, I'm proud of the song for real, and I'm glad that people enjoy it. And so first things first, gotta start with the drums. Just gotta get into it, you know. So let's go over these drums real quick. This is what we got going on. Very standard thing that I typically do. It's just like the, you know, quarter note kicks with the snare on every other quarter note. But there's some fills that I have with the rims. I think the rim fills that I have going on with these drums towards the chorus like really makes it shine. Like listen to this. Oh shoot, well hold up, give me 1 second because that has a filter on there and that's not supposed to be on there. It's all the automation, bro. Too much automation for real. We be automating out here. Let me.
Too much automation. This guy.
I know. I really be producing.
You really do be producing.
Give me 1 second.
Play your game.
Where the heck are these vocals at, bro? Oh, I know where these vocals are at. Boom. Let's mute all this stuff first. Okay, so this is the drums. And you hear like the rim where like it falls in between all the drums. I think like when I made this, dude, I don't even know how I made this. How did I come up with this? It's one of those moments where it's just like things just accidentally happen in the best way possible. Yeah, and so like I love how these drums feel like, and it's like they're good.
Yeah,
they're good.
No, they are.
Thank you. And so those are the drums. On top of that, we have a little chorus melody going on, is what I called it. So this is a synthesizer that, again, I shaped myself with Serum. And this is another one of those moments where I had a thought in my mind of how I wanted it to sound like, and executed it pretty well. Like, this is pretty accurate to what I was feeling in my head. So it's like this little, like, oh, you were supposed to hear it.
Yeah, I was wondering what was going on there.
Here, no, let me see. Where do I have it? Because I muted everything else. All right, here. Check this out. Ready? Oh, what? It's a really like just a cute little simple melody, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, like, but this is going on in the background of the chorus, and I think it just like adds to the what's the right word? Spunkiness. Honestly, don't even know what spunk means. I know it's a slang term in Australia for something that's inappropriate.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it adds to the goodness vibe. This is the original pattern that I had. You can see like I muted a lot of these notes. I actually forgot that I did this. So you want to go back and listen to this for the first time and see how it sounds like?
Yes, because I was looking at it and I was like, there's a lot of notes there, and I am not hearing a lot of notes.
Yeah, they're muted because I guess I didn't want them. I didn't like them. So this is how the original one sound. The original melody sounds like. Yeah, so I mean, not too different, but there's just those filler notes, and I guess like I just didn't like it. I mean, listening to it now, I don't like it. So there's a good reason that I muted it. But yeah, so I guess that's that. On top of that, we got these chords. These chords I also made in Serum. They're just like, you know, synth chords, and that goes out through a good majority of the song. And so putting that together with this little melody and the drums. Oh, shoot. Yeah. So after that, we have the bass line. And this bass line goes throughout, I think, the entire song. I really don't change it much. I think I play the same thing the entire time. But I do have a synth bass line that kind of comes in the bridge that I'll show you later on. But
I like the way that sounds.
Thank you.
I like the way that sounds.
Yeah, that's me playing the bass right there. You know, multi instrumental ist.
What did you do with it editing wise? Like effects wise?
Good question. I think it's probably just some distortion on there. Where do I have it? So yeah, so there's a compressor. I always do compressors on, like, I treat instruments like vocals. Dude, I'm like smacking this thing that's making noise. I think I just had to deal with that for real. But yeah, so I try to treat instruments like vocals in the sense where that, like, I will, you know, compress it so that it has like a pretty even dynamic range throughout the entire thing. Some EQ to just accentuate the parts that I liked, remove parts that I disliked. Added for the bass specifically, added some distortion and a filter. And then to give it some more, I guess, pluckiness, there's a transient processor so that only the transients come through. Well, not only the transients, but like accentuate the transients that come through. And then after that, a limiter for, I guess, more compression. This is what I did for this one. Yeah, so that's how I got that sound of the bass line. After that, we have the, I labeled them strings, but they're actually just like trumpets. So playing the chords, and so we put it all together. And that's what you get for the chorus, and that's basically that's how the chorus plays out. When it comes to the post-chorus over here,
my bad.
My bad. Bro keeps hitting my feet with his feet for real.
Dang, I'm really becoming like the one that does it. Like,
yeah,
sorry, man.
You're all good, man. You're all good. Anyway, after the chorus, we have the post-chorus with this little breakdown. That's me playing guitar right there. I'm proud of that sound for that guitar. And that was actually on not my current electric guitar. I have another electric guitar that's like my dad's that I would use. And I don't really like the tone of this electric guitar, but I think I did a really good job getting a good tone with it on this song. But by the time I had that electric guitar, or like my new one, this song I've already had recorded everything and all that, and there's like no point of re-recording. I like how it sounded. Like, the only difference is that so like I mentioned before, I started the song a few months ago. Not a few months ago. What the heck am I talking about?
A long time before you released it.
Yeah, before releasing it. And the production wasn't entirely done, and there were some parts that I needed to record guitar on. And so I had to bring back out the old guitar and like record some stuff. And it's not perfect in terms of how it like sounds with everything else, because it was a different day. I was recording different settings, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it, for this song, that recording sounds really good. But yeah, so there's that with the guitar, and then underneath that we have a little let me see, where is it? A lot of scrolling I have to do for this. A little pad that plays underneath the post chorus, and then also an arpeggio. Right, so putting that all together, that's the post chorus right there. And so continuing on, you have the same kind of punchiness in the second verse, except instead of using the like trumpets and stuff, we're using guitar chords. So you know,
that sounds good.
Thank you. And second verse, that's really the only difference, is we're just switching up the chords to play guitar. Going from that, now we go into the bridge, and then the bridge is where it gets real interesting because things switch up a lot. You know, so we have that pad that I showed you earlier, but now we have this bass line right here. It's not no longer the guitar, the bass guitar. It's a synth bass, right? And then going down to, let me see, where's it at? These bells, I have these like bells just playing in the background, right? Yeah,
that's one of my favorite aspects of this song.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I really like that.
Dang, that's crazy. Yeah, no, I mean, I threw those in. I wanted to have like a more ambient feel to it. I wouldn't have expected that would be your like one of your favorite aspects of it.
That's gas.
Thank you. And so as that's going on, we have as well like on the acapella that I have right here soloed out or muted, but if we bring it back out, there's like these vocal chops that I have going on as well.
Don't tell me that you love me.
So if you play that all together,
Don't tell me that you love me.
and then the drums come in on a filter as well. So
Don't tell me that you love me.
and so going into right,
Wanna play your
you have the arpeggio,
You treat me like
and then all these other ad libs going on in the background as well.
night. And leave me on the board when you're part of my life. Don't tell me that you love me. The queen just needs an army. So I don't wanna play your game.
But then it goes back to the chorus, and so that is basically like all the production. Pretty dope song. I love how it turned out.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say earlier, but I said I'll save it for later, is that one of the reasons why I stopped working on the song and waited so long is because this bridge part, I didn't know what to do with it. Like I wanted to have a little breakdown, but I didn't know how to formulate it in a way that I felt like made sense with the song and just sounded good.
Yeah.
And so it took a minute for me to get to a point that like, I thought it sounded good. But I guess, creativity comes when you have constraints, and so with the fact that I had to just have a song out, it forced me to like, all right, I gotta make something now with this bridge part, and I like how it turned out. I think it was a good idea.
Me too.
Thank you. A few things I want to point out with the vocals is that at the end over here we have like this whole build up of like just hella layers of my vocals on here to get like this crowd sound going on. Let me see. Vocal riser is what I have it called as, but like you hear my voice.
Love me.
Yeah, you hear that. And I mean, I do have some sound effects in the background that are like a crowd, that's not me. It's like from Splice or whatever, somewhere. I got this crowd background sample from. But, I feel like at the very end, like I wanted it to sound very party-esque. It's a very like high energy kind of song. And so, I wanted it to be like almost as if like if I'm playing at a show or something like the song and stuff like that, like just how it would feel like to play a show, like, hearing the song. I wanted it to be an experience, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, with the A's and all that in the back, like, hey, which I recorded that,
I was not expecting you to say that like that was you. Like I really thought that was just a clip that you found and then just repeated it.
No, that was me. I recorded myself so many times doing that. And you want to know what helped me get like a good sound? Like I just remember back in high school when, you and like it's like you and the boys in the class just goofing off, like you ever done like just like goofy freestyles like with your friends?
Sometimes, yeah.
And like you're all just like, hey,
that's how it
like,
goes.
I put myself in that mindset when recording. I'm like, all right, let me picture myself like back in high school, with like the boys just like rapping like some goofy stuff and just like hyping each other up over some stupid things, you know. And so that's kind of how I decided to record it and get like, and I think channeling that energy, you know, it's like it really makes it for real.
You feel it
for real. Now, I don't know why, but that crowd that like in the background is definitely way louder right now than it is in the final mix. I don't know why. Maybe I boosted the volume on it by accident, but it's not supposed to be that loud. But
noted.
Yeah. Regardless, that's the production of the song.
There's Pawn.
That is Pawn. It's a good song. I mean, I love it. I love how it came out. Yeah, I really don't have anything anything else to talk about with this, really. I mean, I don't really have a demo for it either, because everything kind of just like came out this way.
So when you were saying that you started working on it like months and months prior to when it released, and you kind of left it and came back and revisited it.
Yeah.
at the point that you left it, like what did you have done? Were we at the point where we had vocals and stuff, or are we just talking instrumental wise?
Yeah, so I did have vocals. Actually, yeah. So all of the vocals, majority of the vocals recorded, like the main chorus and the verse is that was recorded in December of 2021.
Okay.
So like every single one of like the main performance vocals, I guess, like if you want to say was recorded at the time that I had made this song a long time ago. And I didn't decide to re-record it, even though it's been months, things like that.
Yeah.
Like I didn't decide to re-record any of it because like just in the moment when I was making the song and like, the feelings I was feeling, like, writing this and everything, I'm like the performance of this, like I feel like, the takes were great.
Yeah.
And if I re-recorded it, I would be losing a lot of the initial energy and passion that I had for the song.
Yep.
And so I didn't mess with the vocals. I kept them how they were. But a lot of the harmonies and like ad libs, like the don't wanna play it, baby, like that. Like I recorded that after the fact when I needed to like finish up the song and release it. So harmonies, ad libs, everything like that. Those were all recorded like in September around the time, but the main stuff was recorded in December. So yeah, the song spanned a few months there. I sat on it for a while, but yeah,
it's done and it's out now.
It's done and it's out now.
And it's streaming now.
It's streaming now. It's got 30,000 streams. I think it does. We'll see how it within another year where it goes. But yeah,
For real.
This song I released as a single, but I ended up also putting it on my EP. Are We There Yet? And like I'm glad that it's on there. Especially with like the traction that like To Her has been getting recently. I think a lot of people are getting exposed to this song through that EP, and all the other songs they have on there.
I didn't even think about that because To Her, like that's only on that EP.
Yeah.
So like you're getting, those streams from To Her and people are seeing all of those other songs on there too.
Exactly.
I did
right.
not realize that.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah. It is actually, you're right. It is pretty wild because it is like straight up just only on the EP. Like it's not a single or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's dope. It's dope to see the love too. I know the person who suggested this. She said, I've seen her say before that I think this is one of her favorite songs. So, I mean, if she suggested it, I mean,
right,
probably is. But yeah, so that's Pawn. I want to mention to you guys that if you want early access to my latest releases, because like I said, I release a song every month on the 25th. This was for the month of September 2022. If you guys want early access to my latest releases for free, feel free to join my email list down below, and you'll get it before anybody else hears it. And so, do you know what time is it? Time? What's the time? What is the time, Pres?
Tell us. I don't know. I don't have a watch today.
Quote of the week.
It's time.
Sheesh. We are quoting during the week, bro.
True. Who's up? Who's going first?
It's me. I'll go first. I'm going first. All right. So this one is by somebody named. This quote is from somebody named. This is from Matthew McDonald, and he runs this Instagram page called Men with Manners. It's a pretty dope page. It's pretty cool. But something that he said was this is part of like a longer quote, but I just took this one part out because this is like what I feel like stuck out to me. He says, "No one has no one has."
Bro, you got to get the quote a week on like one take.
One take,
you know what I mean?
right? No one has the capability to show up for you more than you do, right? And so this was like the content. I think this was taken in the context of like you can have a support system and have people there to support you and like cheer you on, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like you have to rely on yourself for everything in a sense, like not in like a, I guess like, what is it called, like detached kind of way where it's like I can't trust anybody, but it's more of like a like yes, you should trust people, you should and you should have a support system, but like these people can't do things for you.
Yeah.
Like it's like you can only rely on yourself.
Yeah.
Like for example, like this dream that we're chasing, with doing music and stuff like that, it's like it's up to me to make this content. It's
Right.
up to me to make the music, mix the music, things like that, you know. And at the end of the day, it's like if like my dad can cheer me on as much as I want. Like you could cheer me on as much
Right.
as you want, you know. But just because you guys are giving me your support doesn't mean that like I'm free to just sit around and do nothing. You
Right.
know? Like if I want to achieve my dreams, nobody else is gonna achieve it for me.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I need to rely on myself for that. At least it's like kind of the way that I view this quote in a sense.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Yeah, I like that.
Mhm.
I like that.
Yeah, and you can also take that into like a relationship aspect as well, where it's like if you think about, you know, some people get into relationships, and I mentioned that because this guy, he posts a lot of relationship stuff, you know, and talking about relationships and things like that. So like when it comes to relationships and stuff, you should never look at your partner as somebody to fulfill your whole, I guess. Well, pause.
Yeah. Wow.
Pause. But like, you know, if you are lacking in certain aspects of your self image, I guess, in terms of like your self confidence or stuff like that, you can't have like somebody can't fulfill that for you. They can't fill the void that you have of yourself for yourself. You need to rely on yourself to be responsible for your own feelings and actions, you know, and somebody else can't fulfill that for you.
Yeah.
So that's another way that I've taken it as well. But yeah.
Yeah, I've started to try and take the blame for more things in my life and realize that like it really is all on me and how I perceive these situations and what I do about them and stuff.
Yeah.
People can try to help and everything, but like this is me.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like that. Dang. I'm gonna go with this one. All right, this was from a movie that I just watched called Sharper.
Okay.
It's on Apple TV. Good movie. Would highly recommend.
You were an extra on a show that's gonna be on Apple TV.
That's true.
Hey guys, watch out for Pres on Apple TV.
That's crazy.
You're gonna be on the cover as an extra, like just like it's gonna be like the background zoomed in of like one of the scenes, and it's just gonna be you.
No, like, could you imagine if like the opening shot for the trailer or something just happens to be the one where I'm walking past in the background?
Yo, that's
That'd
crazy.
be wild.
That would be wild. Like, bro, it's me. I'm walking.
But yeah, so the context for the scene is like this character did something that most people would consider extremely wicked to another character.
As in, like, bro, that's wicked, or like that's messed up.
That's messed up.
Okay. Right.
Like extremely messed up, but did it for their own personal gain.
Okay.
And so, the person that got, almost spoiled the movie there. But the person that didn't do the wicked thing. Okay, that person is talking to the person that did the wicked thing.
Okay.
And said, "How can you do what you do?" And then the person responded, "Practice."
So the wicked person responded, "Practice."
Yes, I love that because it was like the person totally took the emotion out of it and said, it's not like, oh, well, I had to, like, it's a non-emotional thing. Like, I did this because I practice it and I'm good at it.
Yeah.
And that's why you got finessed, fam.
Damn.
Yeah.
Finesse? Did you just spoil it, bro? Finessed?
Nah, they didn't get finessed. I made that part up.
Sheesh. But, yeah, no, I get you. I think, habits. So I can relate this to habits in a way where it's like, one thing when it comes to habits. So we talked about this before on the podcast, so I'll bring it up. Washing the dishes. I had a bad habit of not washing any dishes, but because I started to force myself to wash dishes on a frequent basis, now it's become a habit to wash my dishes right when I use them, and it's like I don't even think about it when I do it. Right? It's just like I do it. I have to do it. And so like it's because I practice that habit.
Yeah.
You know, and I think a lot of times when it comes to multiple aspects of our personalities, when it comes to skills, habits, behaviors, you know, like just any sort of characteristic, if you repeatedly repeat an action, you're going to learn that action.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be part of your character.
Yep.
And so like this, where it says like, how did you do the thing that you do? Like, you know, practice. It's like, I mean, yeah, that's how you build character.
Yeah.
But then it's a cool thing to think about, because then you can kind of like, if you think about it, you can hack your own character in a sense, where you just practice one thing over and over again, and then it becomes a habit. It becomes part of your character.
100%. Yeah, it's That's really what all this stuff comes down to. And like, how did you do this? How did you do that? Like, there's not like I did this crazy secret thing that I'm going to tell you and blah, blah. It's like,
Right.
no. Not. Person just put in the work.
Exactly.
Person just put in the work to
Right.
get the result.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. When it comes to habits and character too, like, I think thinking about it now, characterization, like, you know, and describing somebody's character can all be a result of the habits and like what they do. So if you say somebody is like that person is very charismatic, right? What makes somebody charismatic? Well, like, you know, they're outgoing, they talk to people, you
Yeah.
know, they make strike up conversation, they make people laugh, you know. Well, all of those traits are like can be learned, no?
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's like if you don't talk to people at all, well, you can start practicing talking to strangers and then build up the skill to then have conversations with strangers.
Yeah.
As well as like comedy. Like, I mean, you like people learn to be funny.
That's true.
That's why comedians are comedians, bro. You know, some of them are naturally funny, but at the same time, you have to learn to be a comedian. It's a job, and
Yeah.
you can learn any skill set for a job.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, if you want to be characterized a certain way, just build the habits.
That's simple.
Cheers. It's a great quote. Good one. Good thought-provoking conversation.
Thanks, man.
Hey, guys, if you like me or Pres or me more than Pres,
I don't know if they feel that way though.
feel free to rate this podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever the heck you listen to your podcast. If there is a rating for it, leave a rating so that we can rank higher and more people can make music in my shed vicariously. Boom.
Yeah.
Thanks,
that's simple.
guys. I really appreciate that. You guys make my day. All right. My name is Adriel Rivera. This is Pres. Tegan James Pres Washington.
Bro, we gotta chill with the government all the time.
And we make music in my shed.
Oh, that was so cute.
Bruh.